true. Nervous. Very, very nervous I had been enamored. The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. I heard all things, in heaven, in hell. How then am I mad? Listen, listen and hear how I tell this tale. It is impossible to say how the idea first entered my mind, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. I loved the young woman. She had never wronged me. I think it was her eye. Yes, that was it. She had an empty, pale white eye. I hated that eye. Its sheer, hollow gaze that would freeze my insides. It was at this that I gradually came to a conclusion. I would kill the woman. Now this is the point you fancy me mad, but madmen know nothing. I was the kindest I have ever been to the old woman the week before I killed her. She never expected anything.
Would a madman do this? No. I'll tell you what I did. I would hold my flashlight and cover it with my hand, then slowly separate my fingers so that a thin light hit her eye, for it was her eye that I wanted to destroy. That cold, disgusting thing. That disgusting eye. By the 8th night, I had had enough. I was more than usually cautious than I had ever been. It was a work of art the way I did this. Slowly, I opened the door. I turned on the flashlight. Light slowly poured from my fingers. It fell on her eye. Sweet. Wide open. Blank. Death reflected back. I could hear a groan of mortal terror. One deep from the soul of a life ending. One that is only heard once. It was the sweetest moment. Swiftly, without sound, I entered the room. The light precisely touched her eye. Then the knife hit the sweet spot. No sound. It was done. But there was more to do. So I took her body out into the woods and chopped and chopped. Chopped her to pieces that no one could find. And I took her back into the house. The house where she died. Now where to put her? Where? The attic. Sweet, quiet, no heart, no eye. The next morning, 2 members of the Missing Person Division knocked on my door, saying the neighbors had heard a shriek. I quickly said, "Everything is fine, officers. The old woman that lives here has just left me in charge while she went to a cousin's house. The shriek they heard was just me in a nightmare, but you are welcome to come in and look around." The fools! To think they could out-clever me? Would a madman be so smart to invite the FBI in? No, never. They had no idea. I walked them around the house, but they found nothing, and they began to enjoy their time. So I invited them to sit. But what was that? The old woman's heart? Couldn't be. She was dead. So I sat and talked with the FBI. But being grew. I started to sweat, keeping my smile while trying to deceive the officers. For surely they had heard it now. was loud enough, but they sat there, laughing. The fools! It was impossible to keep quiet. The pounding was so loud at this point. Why don't I hear it? It's directly above them! Louder and louder still. Why won't it stop? She's dead! She's dead!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop! I killed her! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I killed her, you fools! The body is there! I killed her! It's up there! It's in the attic! Oh, I killed her! Her body is up there! Oh, in the attic!